Welcome to another episode of Gardening with Goody. It's not about gardening, what? It's just about what? Life.
Life.
Right. But there's some gardening in the process, right? Okay, so I want to update you on what we started 2 weeks ago. And part of what we did 2 weeks ago is we made the Wicking buckets itself. Right here, we did a blueberry plant, and it started to grow. It's significantly growing, and it's turning the colors that you can tell here that the seedlings and the limbs are about to start producing. So we're really excited about that. If you look over here, we'll see in this bucket right here that our onions we planted are really starting to sprout. We have 5 different onions. We have 4 of them starting to show, and 1 is still producing. And our last episode that we did last Sunday was about the seeds, germinating the seeds, and they're really starting to produce. The spinach, the kale, and the salad bowl lettuce are starting to sprout up, and our tomatoes are starting to show, and the peppers usually take a little longer. If you see up front there, I think one of the kale seeds fell into our front pepper one, and so that's why it's already starting to grow. So I'm real excited about that. So what we're going to do is create the pot for the germinating seeds, and this is what we're doing right here. All right, if you'll notice here, I've got a tub that I've had for several years, and I use this tub to help carry all my school stuff in. And part of this is you can take anything and reuse it, okay? And it works the same way, that's right. And you'll see right here that I've drilled a hole in 5 inches from the bottom, right there where my finger is. And so it's just about the size of a BB going through a target. And what I'm going to do here is show you, this is the gallon jug of the example jug that we created last week with the PVC pipe. And what I'm just to remind you is the PVC pipe is used to fill water into the pot, into the bucket itself. This is about, I'd say, I don't know, we bought this several years ago. It's an 18-gallon container. And so what this is, what I've done is last week, Trip cut the edge of this right here on the PVC pipe, and we cut the top off of this, and the PVC pipe is right in there, and that'll be how we feed and water the plant once we do the initial water. So what I have is here is we have several holes around the bottoms of these bucket. This is where you drill holes on the top end of it from about 1 inch from the top there and about 1 inch from the bottom all the way around. That helps, the air helps force the water into the mulch that's going to be, or the compost that's going to be around the plants, and the roots from the seeds will draw down to the bottom of that. And so when we put the fertilizer and everything in it, it's really going to make it produce and be green. So what we did on the inside of this bucket, and I'll just kind of lift it up and show it to you so you get a good shot there. On the inside, I got 6 1-gallon jugs in here, and all the holes have been placed in on all these jugs. You'll notice the only one that doesn't have the lid is the PVC pipe in the front left, right there. All right, and so if you need any more information about how all this works, I'm just going to recommend you go to Gardening with Leon on YouTube. He's a genius with this stuff. He has all the information, and all we're doing is reproducing what he has taught. And I really want to do this with my family so we can grow our own food and not have to rely in the future on other resources. All right, so here's what we're going to do. Once you have all this process done, you want to keep the lids on the rest of the jugs right here. You want to keep the lids on the rest of the jugs. And the PVC pipe is, of course, in the corner here, and you can place that pipe anywhere on any corner, it doesn't matter. You just need a spot where you can put your water in and put the food in. So what we're going to do is, first, of course, is use our compost right here. And part of the buckets that we did, we filled it to the very top of this.
Click like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications.